That has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8. Now Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Tua. That throw complete to his tight end long. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Gaskin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Looking to pass. Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gaskin. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll run. It's Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ethan Carter. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing Jones. And that's complete to Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. They can't hang with that.
Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Jones. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw. Jones. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's got Rome. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run now with Gaskin. Room to run for Gaskin. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Well, there certainly wasn't a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll run here with Carter. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ethan Carter with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You. Check safety. Tight dog.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check, 45.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kyle Van Noy. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Touchdown! That's caught. Hunter Long, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's complete. Hunter Long as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Patriots 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Goes right back to Smith again. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Devin McCourty brings him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Miami.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Got it? Mike 29. Off the screen, off the screen. Off the screen, off the screen. Off the screen. 29 is Mike. It's Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Let's get out there. 37. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Block the screen.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. They're running it. 58. Come on. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 58 Mike. 58 Mike. Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hunter Long saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Yeah,
so now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to... Put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Now a give. This is Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike 55! Mike 55! Rip left, rip left.
To throw again, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Go, go, go!
Jones on third down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Mike, fire.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Back to throw again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
All day. All day. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch it divide.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. And here we go, watch the pass. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the 44, Jones throwing deep here for Coleman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Tevin Coleman, 44 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now it's the backup Cousins. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let him know.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, baby. Let's turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now Jones on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jones. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right?